Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Darla Lucian of Darla Lucian Studios, and I am here with another artist trading card. But before we get started on that, I just want to thank you guys for all your wonderful comments, and welcome to the new subbies from last week. Mary Kay's Artful Journey, so nice to have comments and to be chatting with you. Marcel Zax, welcome as a new subby. Bonnie and Clive, thank you for your comments. And Janet Graham, thank you so much for your comments. You know, before we move on, I'm just going to ask you to hit the like button, hit the subscribe and notification bell. That way you'll get to know when videos are available, and comment. I love commenting with you guys. I love hearing what you guys think, and I love to hear what kinds of things you're working on. You guys inspire me too. And share with other crafty people to keep the inspiration rolling. All right, so this one's actually going to be probably pretty quick. Well, maybe I shouldn't count my chickens before they're hatched, but I had some beautiful paper scraps. I mean, doesn't that inspire you right there just looking at that? It did to me. It said, make smaller scraps. Now, you might think this is crazy, but do you remember, like in grade school, when they were teaching about weaving? Yes, that's right. I am going to try to do some paper weaving. So first I'm just going to rough up the card a little bit with some sandpaper so that when we glue, it will try to stick a bit. Okay, and I'll do the back too, in case you decide to finish the back sometime in the future. Just easier to do it when it's flat. All right. Where's that rag? My hands are already dusty. Can't tell if there's still dust on it or if it's just, it's all roughed up now. Okay, so that's ready to go. All right, so all these fun paper scraps. Okay, so potentially what it works like is we have, so I'm going this way, so I'm going that way, right? All right. Actually, you know what? I might be spoke too soon. Let's use this one as our starting point. So we're going to have some over and some under. And I'm not going to even glue all the way along because obviously our card isn't that long. All right. Oops. Let's make sure that's really on there. Okay. So we need some over. Oh, and I guess I need glue on the back too. Okay, whoops. What color is on the front here? What do we want next? What do you think? This one? They're very similar. Maybe the later one. Over, under. Come on, under. Glue on. Okay, and then we need another over one. I think I just need to glue it as I go. Okay, let's see. So we've got kind of medium and then light. Should we go with the dark one next? And then what? Let's go with a solid. Let's go with this kind of medium color here. Come on, you want to line up properly. There we go. Okay, how are we doing for lengthwise? Not bad, not bad. Okay, so we need another over. Let's use some of the satin paper. The paper isn't satin, it's a picture of satin. I love how it turned out. Alright, so then we'll do, let's do some of my painty papers for under. Let's see which one, this one? Sure. How are we doing? Coming along, maybe 2 or 3 more. let's see. Nope. Shoot. Just we want each paper to be able to show up all on its own. Let's see if that'll do it. Yep. Okay. I might need to cut more strips. I didn't actually expect this to take as many strips as all this. Alright, so then we just have to, you know, do the thing where we weave, right? So over, under, and that means this one goes over, and this one goes over, and this one goes over. Now slide it up. Okay. We'll worry about gluing it later. Alright, next one. So then we do the opposite way. So this one starts under. Oh, actually, let's go down here. It'll be easier. I remember it being easier in school. Did we have longer strips? Maybe that made the difference. Or maybe my fingers are too gluey for this to be working. Well, it's kind of pretty. It's coming together. It's coming together. Look at that. Never say die. Okay. Well, let's see. I feel like we need some more of these strips, so I'm going to go like that. Cut off the ends so we have some more to work with. And we actually probably don't need many this way either, but anyway. Okay, so the next one goes over, under, over, under, over, under, and slide it up. Come on. Good. Okay, I'm just going to be trimming all of these once they land in here. Okay, let's see, what else would we like? Maybe some painty papers. This one goes under, over, under, over, under, this one, and under the last one. Oh, no, don't pull it out. What am I thinking? Okay, pull it up to the top. See if I can make these a bit tighter. I feel like they're coming loose. There we go. Okay, pull this for just a smidge. Not too much, right? Okay, what do we got? Do we do a plain one next? This would actually be really good to do with magazine pages too, because with the strips being so small, you wouldn't really see the images, but you could just go for the color, which I like being able to do with magazines when I'm collaging them. Didn't even think about that. I just had these strips on my desk and I thought, you know, we have to do an ATC and I would like to use up these strips. And this is just sort of what came together in my mind. How are we doing for space? And that's about where we're at, hey? Okay. So, what do I want to do? I want to go around, well, I want to do some trimming. So that this will be easier to work with. Okay. So now what we want to do is get some glue under some of these so that they don't come apart, right? So this end here, gluing them on the top. No, 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 don't you do that. Okay, which way do we go? Over, under. Pull it apart. The glue just stuck to the glue. Okay. And then I'm going to do this side. Same idea. We're going to glue the tops. And then we'll flip it over and we'll glue the bottoms. It looks kind of pretty on the bottom too. A little bit more plain obviously, but you know, nothing to sneeze at as far as pattern goes. Alright, so then while we're here we might as well just do, let's see, the bottom here. No, come back here. Why does this keep happening? Okay, and that one's glued on. And then over, and do the tops. I think I need to hold it more securely. Alright, so the whole edge has been glued on both sides now. And I don't know if you noticed, but it did come apart a little bit there, but I don't actually mind the idea that it might peekaboo a little. Okay. So now here's where we get funny. Because then I want to have a kind of rough edge rather than so sharp of an edge with our little basket weaving here. And you're probably thinking, why the heck did you even bother to glue it? Well, I just kind of wanted it stable while I was doing this part. You know. Alright. So one of the subbies that commented last week had said something about how I have limitless ideas. And it might seem like that because I certainly have lots of ideas and probably more ideas than I have time to implement also for that matter. But I get lots of inspiration from watching lots of other YouTubers and from the comments that you guys, you know, if you talk about tools and tips and techniques that you guys use. I mean, I love that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try using the antique edge. It's kind of a decal edge. And I know it's still kind of wettish, but let's see if that'll help me out. Finish up that edge because it just wants to bend. Okay. All right. See? I am so thrilled with how that looks. Okay, so this glue stick shall not work on there at all. You know it won't. I'm just going to give this a little... You know what? I'll wait till I glue it down. We're going to use tacky glue. Tacky glue is the crafter's best friend. Wouldn't you agree? All right. Well, it kind of globbed over there, so I'm just going to use my finger tool. Get it coming to the middle a little more. And spread it out evenly so that it kind of grabs all of my basket weaving. And in a perfect world, it will be quite secure. So let's see what happens. Do we live in a perfect world? Perfect enough. Awesome. That's turning out great. Alright, so while I'm all sticky goobery, this is not the perfect time to go looking for embellishments, but let's see. Believe, best, cheer, true, always, brighten. Thought. The act of thinking or reflection. Let's grab that one. That's the one I'm feeling. And look, I just happen to have some glue handy. Yikes. Maybe I'll just get to the edges with this. That was already starting to dry pretty good. Okay, so I want to put that on there. And then I want to use one of the butterflies I fussy cut out last night. So that's in here. Let's see. Maybe one of these. That's quite pretty. There's this green one, although it's a little bit bigger. Well, that bigger is worse. That's definitely, we can audition that guy. Ooh, what about this one? That's the one I was thinking. It's okay. Oh yes, I think that one. It's a little big for there. Could come down. What about this one? This one is the smaller one. It's the one I tried first, I think. You know, I think I actually like the dark one better. Alright. Well, here we are. Let's just give this a little extra textury kind of fun around the edges and across there, make that look a little older. This is hanging off the bottom a little bit. I don't mind that. I kind of like that. It's kind of fun. Alright, then I'm going to take the white back on this guy a little bit. I tried to kiss cut him. At least that's what I think it's called when you leave a little bit of the white. And I think I was doing this when I was a little tired last night because my edges aren't very smooth. But you know how I am about going around the bend. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty. But now that I have that down there, I'm like, oh, well, what if we wanted to put something underneath it? Like a little piece of lace or something. Ah! Do we have seconds to get it off? Yes, we do. Alright, you just hang out there for a minute. What if we, fabric shears? What if we put a little bit of lace behind them? Kind of like a butterfly net. Well, that's a little big, Darla. What are you thinking? More snippets for the snippet container. There we go. Okay. So now that I'm using lace, I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac. So I'm going to put a little bit of Fabri-Tac down here, just as kind of like a little dot. To put a little, once I push down, it will mush out. However, we're just kind of looking to put this right through the glue will go right from this right through the mesh. And now we know how I get my hands so full of glue, hey? But it's better for it to be smooth than in the lines that you can see through the papers. Alright, so I'm going to put that on and stick it down, preferably with my hand and not my fingers, because my fingers will just tear it apart. Oh yeah, see? That's better. Should always be asking myself if I want something behind the butterfly before I stick it down. I am notorious for like, oh wait, one more thing. Oh, and one more layer. Sometimes it's like a really great idea to just get it down if you've got an idea, but other times it's good to plan it out for just a second so that you can actually see what it is that you're about. All right. Well, I feel like we could have something else right there. Ooh. This whole idea of grabbing what's on your desk sometimes really works. What do we think about putting something like this here? It definitely will change the look. Maybe not the whole thing, it's so big. Let's put part of it. Okay, and now I'm going to trim. See, not quite as overwhelming with the color when I only put it on just a little bit peeking in the corner there. Alrighty. Now, is there anything else we want to do? Ugh, that glue coming off me like crazy. Well, we do have these little bows. What do we think about those? Sometimes just a little extra layer. It's subtle, but it's still there. And it gives me my 3 items, depending on how we're counting, 3 biggest items. I like that. Alright, I think I'm going to call that a day. I think that's good. Alright guys, I thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you tomorrow in the next video. Take care everyone. Happy crafting.